Hi everyone, I'm back on second video of the day. Just finishing up collecting clovers and some mint, and you'll see here there's quite a few. And what I wanted to come on and discuss really quickly, as well as another teaching, is everyone is so keen on cutting their grass to have that pretty looking lawn. Or if you live in the country like us, maybe because there's ticks and so you want to keep your grass low. But a lot of it is just to have a pretty lawn full of grass that, you know, cutting away all the medicines that are not just for us. Let's just remember that the medicines are for the earth. So it's really important to let as much of your grass grow, or your space, the land that you reside in, wherever you are, to let it grow. Whether you're in a city and you have like a tiny little front or backyard, let it grow. It is crazy. I believe in some space, in some areas, like people will complain if you let your grass grow, and it's just, I mean, I don't even know how to fathom that they're saying that is something that is done. That you need to cut your grass because the land needs the medicines to grow, as you can see. There's so many different medicines growing, and those medicines are they're not just for us, right? Back to that, being takers, are we givers? That the medicines that are growing on the land, wherever they're growing, are there to repair the land. If you notice, most of the medicines that grow along roadsides, where you're not supposed to collect them for ingesting, but most of those medicines are powerhouse medicines for our body, and as well, obviously, for Mother Earth. And so we need to leave the grass. It's not about having, I mean, come on, isn't this look so much more beautiful? Having everything growing. I mean, obviously we have to cut, as you can see, the garden. We cut around the garden just so we have a little bit easier access, and we limit some of the stuff growing in the beds, but we're not pulling everything out. We are letting the medicines intermingle and work synergistically together. We need to stop trying to control in this idea of agriculture. I'm still learning. I'm definitely imperfectly perfect. And every season, every 13 cycles, there's so much teachings. And so what I really wanted to emphasize is stop cutting your grass. Let it grow. Let Mother Earth heal. It's, we're so stuck on the appearance. And honestly, what was coming about the ticks, that's what I want to get back to, is the ticks. You know that actually if you let your grass grow like this, that the plant medicines were just teaching me, that when you let it grow, there's actually, because of the intermingling and the different types of medicines that are growing upon the earth from her, that there are medicines that are repelling the ticks. I was actually saying to the family the other day, I'm like, our kids, we've had the grass like this now since the beginning of the green season, since the white moon's passed, and I'm like, you know what, I haven't found any ticks, not that many ticks. Usually, our beautiful Union Labrador dog, she gets them. Sometimes the kids have them crawling on them. So we live within. So it is a part of our world. We've had them latched on, and this year I was like, how come I'm not finding them? And I'm just, as I'm immersed, you hear that? As I'm immersed in the medicines of Mother Earth, I heard her say, when you let the medicines grow, there are natural repellents for the ticks. The ticks have come back so powerfully. Why? Well, because everything's in balance. So if we go back to that video I just posted about the medicine of clover, and it's not just clover, regaining balance within Mother Earth, then we understand that when we start working with Mother Earth and we allow the medicines to grow and repair her soil and work with the birds, work with the other creepy crawlers that benefit from the flying ones, the bees, that's another beautiful medicine, is being able to utilize medicine that the bees have kissed, and those are the ones, they talk to me which clover to pick, and if I ever see there's a bee kin there, I just sort of leave and say hello and walk on. But it's working all together, and when we allow everything to work in the circle that is, so I feel, perfectly created, then we see how things start to regain their balance. We witness the balance. And so this land has been all about teaching us about regaining balance with our Diospy, our family, with our, which includes everything from the standing ones to the crawling ones to the flying ones to the four-leggeds to the humans. And so, yes, let your space grow. Let it be what it's intended to be. We use that word wild, and I don't know if that's the right word. It just is. It really is just growing as intended. So let's let it be. I think that's my battery. So sending you all love. Until next time.